Welcome back to the Borthwick Decorators podcast. Today, we're going to be looking at something we're incredibly passionate about: kitchen makeovers. But not the kind you might be thinking of, like ripping everything out and starting from scratch. This is all about what if you could give your kitchen a whole new look without the massive expense and disruption of a full renovation.
And let's talk about that expense. The starting price for what we're discussing today can be as low as £1,000, plus VAT.
Which is incredible when you compare it to a full kitchen replacement, which we know can easily run upwards of £20,000.
Exactly. So today we're taking a deep dive into our specialty, professional kitchen cabinet painting. It's something we've been perfecting at Borthwick Decorators for years now.
That's right. And specifically, we're talking about our hand-painted approach, which is really what sets us apart.
I think a lot of our clients are initially surprised when we talk about hand painting versus spray painting. There's this assumption that spraying is somehow more professional or modern.
It's a common misconception. Spraying certainly has its place, but we found that hand painting creates a softer, more natural, almost luxurious finish. It's the subtle variation using brushes and rollers that gives it a depth and character you just can't achieve with spraying.
And that's exactly why hand-painted kitchens are often associated with high-end bespoke kitchens. It's not just a cost-effective alternative, it's actually seen as a premium finish in its own right.
Absolutely. It's bringing that handmade element into your kitchen, that sense of craftsmanship. But practicality matters too, right?
Definitely. Many people are surprised when we tell them that hand-painted finishes are actually more durable in the long run. The brush strokes and rolling helps the paint bond more effectively with the surface.
That's right. It creates more texture for the paint to grip onto, resulting in a more resilient finish that's less prone to chipping or peeling over time. So you're not sacrificing durability for aesthetics. You're getting both.
And let's talk about another practical advantage: repairability. If a hand-painted cabinet gets a little nick or scratch, we can often just touch it up on site.
Whereas with sprayed finishes, repairs can be much trickier. You might need to remove the whole cabinet door and have it professionally refinished, which is a huge hassle for homeowners.
So hand painting is kind of future-proof in a way. It's easier to repair and less prone to wear and tear, which is a big plus for a busy kitchen.
And it's also easier to change the colour down the line. If you decide you want to freshen up your kitchen in a few years, with a hand-painted finish, it's much easier to sand down and repaint.
But with a sprayed finish, it can be a real challenge to get a smooth, even coat over those existing layers. You're basically building up layers that look plasticky each time.
Exactly. So there's this hidden long-term value to hand painting that goes beyond just the initial look.
Now, let's talk about our process at Borthwick Decorators, because it's not as simple as just grabbing a brush and roller and going to town.
Far from it. The Borthwick approach really emphasises quality and attention to detail. We only use premium, eco-friendly paints.
And our preparation process is thorough and meticulous. Proper cleaning, expert priming. We really go all out because we know that preparation is key to a lasting finish.
Then there's the skilled hand painting itself, using both brushes and rollers to get that perfect finish. It's a combination of techniques that we've refined over years of experience.
And we always finish with a quality inspection and touch-up phase. No stone left unturned.
Now, you might be thinking this all sounds pretty high-end and expensive, but here's where things get really interesting.
That starting price we mentioned, the £1,000 plus VAT, that's actually less than you might expect to pay for a professional spray finish. So you're getting the quality and craftsmanship of hand painting at a comparable price.
And we're not just making claims, we're proud of our credentials. We have trusted trader status, and we're members of the Painting and Decorating Association and the Scottish Decorators Federation, so we're committed to fair and ethical business practices.
Plus, if you visit our website, you'll see before and after photos showing the transformations we've achieved in kitchens of all styles and sizes.
So does hand painting truly live up to the hype? Based on our years of experience and customer feedback, I'd say it's a resounding yes.
Absolutely. Hand painting offers that unique blend of beauty, durability, and sustainability. You get a stunning finish that's built to last, and it's eco-friendly.
But it's important to approach it with realistic expectations. It's a more time-consuming process, and there might be subtle variations in the finish, though many of our clients see this as part of the charm.
Exactly. And what's interesting is that hand-painted kitchens are often seen as a premium offering, even amongst bespoke kitchen manufacturers. The perceived value goes beyond just cost savings. It's seen as a mark of quality and craftsmanship.
We're definitely seeing a shift happening, a move away from the purely practical toward a greater appreciation for artistry and craftsmanship. People are rediscovering the beauty of handmade things.
It's no longer just about saving money. It's about investing in a bespoke look that reflects your personal taste and elevates the overall aesthetic of your kitchen. It's about creating a space that feels unique and special.
And this isn't just limited to older kitchens needing a refresh. We work on both new and existing bespoke kitchen cabinets.
That's right. Hand painting is becoming an integral part of designing and creating truly unique, high-end kitchens from scratch. It's becoming the new standard for luxury kitchens.
People are seeking that authenticity and personalization, wanting their homes to reflect their individual style and values. And a hand-painted finish is perfect for achieving that.
So as we wrap up, what stands out to you as the most compelling aspect of hand-painted kitchen cabinets?
For me, it's that perfect marriage of practicality and artistry. You get a durable, long-lasting finish that is also visually stunning and reflects a level of craftsmanship that's becoming increasingly rare.
I couldn't agree more. It's about finding that sweet spot where functionality meets beauty, and hand-painted finishes definitely hit that mark.
For our listeners who are itching to explore this option further, I'd suggest heading over to our website. We have a wealth of information about our process, examples of our work, and you can even request a free consultation and quote.
Great advice. And remember, folks, sometimes the most impactful changes don't require a complete overhaul. A fresh perspective, a skilled hand, and a touch of color can make all the difference.
Before we wrap up, I think we should touch on some potential considerations when going with hand-painted cabinets, just to give a balanced view.
You're right. Let's talk about a few things to consider. One factor is time. Then hand painting might not be the best option, but if you've got the time, that extra care is well worth it for that truly bespoke finish.
Yes, hand painting can be a slower process than spraying. It's meticulous and takes patience and attention to detail. So if you're on a tight deadline, it's like the difference between fast fashion and a tailored suit. You trade speed for quality and craftsmanship.
Another thing to consider is the possibility of slight variations in the finish. Because it's done by hand, there might be tiny inconsistencies in the brushstrokes.
Especially if you've got a large project. But isn't that part of the charm of a hand-painted finish?
It definitely can be. It's like those minute imperfections you find in handmade pottery. It adds character. But it's important to be aware of this going on, especially if you're someone who's really into perfect uniformity.
Right, if you want that super sleek, modern look, you might prefer a different approach.
And to wrap up, here's a thought-provoking question for our listeners. If you could reimagine your kitchen with a fresh, hand-painted look, what color and style would you choose to reflect your personality and taste?
For me, I'd definitely go with a lovely sage green. It brings the outside in, creates a sense of calm, and pairs beautifully with both modern brass hardware and traditional wooden elements. It's timeless, but still has character.
I'd choose a rich navy blue for lower cabinets with a soft off-white for uppers. It creates that perfect balance of classic and contemporary, and gives the kitchen a sense of grounding, while still feeling bright and open. Plus, it works with nearly any countertop material.
Wonderful choices. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of hand-painted kitchen cabinets.
It's been a pleasure sharing our expertise with you. Until next time, happy renovating, everyone.
To get a free, no-obligation quote for kitchen cabinet painting, visit borthwickdecorators.co.uk.